Hello. We've arrived at the final week of the course. In this week, we're going to focus upon writing a paper uh, called "The Story I Want to Tell." The purpose of this assignment is to allow you to formalize your idea for a research project, something that interests you, into a way to relate it to an outside reader. And by so doing, it allows you to kind of firm up your ideas. This assignment has been developed for this course and has been used for a number of years. Honestly, I'm not sure how long it's been used. And so I've tried to adapt what we're doing as closely to the past assignments as I possibly could do. But the purpose is straightforward. It's you're going to write a paper and about the idea that you have for a possible action research project, and incorporate some of the things we've been learning about for the last few weeks, including that research repository that you did last week will come in handy as you complete this assignment for this week. So think of this assignment as connected to your future activities in your graduate program, especially the Action Research Project. Now, the assignment itself, I'm going to give you a lot of freedom in doing this assignment. You have a lot of latitude in how you create it and how you construct it. There is a format that I want you to follow, but how you put it together within that format is very much up to you. And just know that I'm going to be very understanding in that regard. The assignment and the rubric will give you some direction on what you should be doing and how you should put it together. But remember, it is a formal paper, and you're going to be relating your idea of research as basically telling a story. The paper itself should be considered as consisting of 5 segments, 5 components. The first is the introduction, which also includes kind of the statement of the problem, what is the issue you want to deal with, the setting, what you think it will probably relate. So, at some point in an action research project, you'll be collecting some kind of data and analyzing those data, and that might be your own classroom, it could be your own school, it might be something similar to that. So what do you anticipate might be this setting as best as you understand it? The second part is probably the largest component of the paper itself. It's the main characters and the research summary. Now here what you want to do is it's really a literature review, but in a less formalized way. You're going to kind of relate the articles that you looked at in your research repository, bring as many of those in as you can. In the research repository that you completed last week, I had you identify at least 12 different journal articles to include in that bank of materials. Well, in this paper, in this section, I want you to integrate at least 8 of those. You can do more if you want to, but at least 8, where you kind of talk about who are some of the main researchers, who are they and what did they find, and those kinds of things. So again, kind of telling a story about the literature review and weaving it in that way. The third section is the conclusions about the data. What have the previous research and the findings, what do they tell us? What kind of summary can you make and insight can you draw from those things? The fourth section will be the epilogue, or really what it amounts to is your reflection. How do you feel about this topic and what you've discovered in the past research? Why is it maybe irrelevant, and what do you hope to gain? Wherever you want to take that, whatever direction you want to go, but it does involve some personal reflection on your part. And then finally, the last section will be a reference list. So we've had some practice doing this. Here's some more practice for you, because you'll be doing more of this in the future as well. So create a reference list at the end of the paper where you cite the sources, however many. I know there'll be at least 8. There could be more if you want, but put them in alphabetical order according to APA formatting standards. So just more practice on APA for you. Okay. Um, Again, the same thing I've been telling you throughout the course bears mentioning again, and that is don't stress out too much. This is for your benefit. This is for giving you a chance to form up your ideas and to write it in such a way that if you're telling the story to others about your research idea, maybe it will make more sense for yourself. It will clarify your own ideas, and that's really the whole purpose. On the assignment, you'll see that there are some suggestions about how long each one of these um, sections should be. For instance, the introduction, 2 to 3 paragraphs. The main part where you're kind of talking about and synthesizing the literature that you collected for the research repository. That's going to be anywhere maybe up to 6 paragraphs, maybe a little less than that, and so forth. These are suggestions of what to anticipate, but it's very much up to you. Like I said, I'm giving you a lot of room in what you do. So this will conclude our course, and you can use this assignment as well as the research repository for your future benefit as you proceed. And I wish you all the very best as you move on in your graduate studies. If you have any questions, please contact me. Good luck, and I wish you the very best.